Ukrainian soldiers moving in an armored vehicle when a Russian FPV drone strikes. This time, the armor holds. The crew makes it through. The crew moves immediately, no second chances taken, heading for cover before another drone can close in. The same strike, seen from a reconnaissance drone overhead, the moment of impact caught from above. A Russian UAZ with a machine gun mounted on top, a soldier operating it as the vehicle moves through the front, an attempt to turn an old civilian transport into something resembling a weapons platform. The drone finds the gunner before the gun finds the drone. One drone, one soldier, running through the trees. He uses the trunks for cover, weapon in hand, but never a clear moment to use it. As the drone closes in, the detail that stands out, he's an older man. There's nowhere left to run. The drone reaches him. A Russian soldier spotted by 6th Battalion drone operators carrying what looks like a white cloth, a surrender signal. But he still has his weapon, and that changes everything. A common tactic on this front, using the appearance of surrender to avoid being struck. The FPV moves in. He ducks under a tree, crouching down, trying to disappear. The drone connects directly. A group of Russian soldiers spotted outside their positions by Ukrainian reconnaissance drones. The moment they notice the drones overhead, they move, filing back into the underground shelters one by one, thinking that's the safer choice. The first FPV reaches the shelter entrance and detonates inside. A massive explosion. Nobody comes out. From that moment, it becomes a trap. More drones follow, each finding a different entrance, working through the position one by one. The shelters collapse from the inside. Not one soldier appears through any exit during the entire sequence. If they had scattered and run, some might have had a chance. They didn't. Lyman direction. One of the most contested sectors on this front, and one Russia keeps trying to crack. Wave after wave of infantry pushed into these forests, attempt after attempt to establish a foothold. Signum Battalion holds this sector, and the footage tells the same story every time. Soldiers entering this zone encounter FPV drones before they encounter Ukrainian troops. No position held, no advance sustained. The forest that Russia keeps sending men into keeps sending them back. Behind the front line, Russian forces move more freely. Roads, patrol routes, positions that felt safe until today. Ukraine's Apache unit is pushing its range further back, finding exactly that. A patrol vehicle struck, communication antennas down, personnel and equipment hit across the same operation. What was operating here stops. The safe ground keeps shrinking. A Ukrainian drone pushing toward its target over Crimea through an enormous wall of Russian tracer fire and even a missile launch. It keeps going. A 3rd Army Corps drone operator sending an FPV into the basement entrance of a destroyed building. The explosion forces a Russian soldier out. He emerges in a panic, immediately searching for another position. The strikes don't stop. 2 munitions drop directly on him in quick succession. The 3rd time, there's no cover left to find. A Ukrainian FPV operator following fresh tracks across open ground. Evidence someone just passed through. The trail leads directly to a Russian soldier. The drone closes in. He fires back repeatedly, none of it landing. The drone reaches him anyway. An ambush drone waiting at a Russian crossing point. A military vehicle passes without noticing it. The drone lifts off immediately and strikes. Direct hit on the vehicle. The soldiers continue on foot from here. And the same pattern plays out across multiple vehicles in this compilation. Ambushes set along routes through the Lyman, Pokrovsk and Donetsk triangle. Perun unit, 42nd Mechanized Brigade, working through each one. What this footage consistently shows is how unprepared Russian forces remain for this threat. Vehicles moving without real precaution, without aerial cover, without any counter-drone measure in place. The same tactical mistakes repeated across different locations the same day. Every vehicle caught here was supposed to be keeping someone supplied. None of them complete the run. A Ukrainian bombing drone drops a heavy munition onto a Russian position near Pokrovsk. One soldier survives the blast. He steps out into the open, shaken, scanning the tree line in every direction. Minutes later, a second drone arrives and drops another payload. He survives that one too, moving fast to change position. Every move tracked. An FPV drone closes in and connects directly. The third strike, he doesn't walk away from. A Russian soldier launching a Yolka interceptor, a purpose-built anti-drone weapon designed to catch incoming Ukrainian UAVs. It doesn't succeed. A Ukrainian BMP-4 engaging a Russian BMP-1 in a direct confrontation. Superior firepower making the difference. Accurate shots connect, the Russian vehicle takes the hits and goes out of action. The BMP-4 carries a 100mm gun, capable of firing anti-tank guided missiles, alongside a 30mm autocannon, significantly more firepower than the BMP-1's older 73mm smoothbore. Ukrainian aviation striking another Russian drone command post, a Su-27, delivering a direct hit on the facility coordinating UAV strikes in this sector. One more control center offline. A Lukoil oil depot in Mikhailovsk, Stavropol Krai, set ablaze by Ukrainian drone strike, the second hit on this same facility in just 4 days. 42 storage tanks, one of the key fuel distribution hubs feeding southern and central Russia. Russian gasoline production has now dropped to around 65% of seasonal demand, with a daily shortfall of 40,000 to 45,000 tons. Every depot that burns makes that deficit wider. Ukraine's 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade taking out a heavily modified Russian vehicle on the northern outskirts of Vovchansk with drone strikes, likely a BREM-2 armoured recovery vehicle used to tow and repair damaged tanks and APCs on the battlefield. These aren't combat vehicles, but they're critical to keeping Russia's armour operational. Take out the recovery vehicle and everything it was supposed to drag back for repair stays where it fell. 9 more Molniya 2 drones gone in the same stretch of sky. Cheap, fixed wing, sent out in numbers, hoping enough get through. Ukraine's 10th Mountain Assault Brigade, Edelweiss, runs the intercept using Odin interceptors. Built faster and more maneuverable than what they're chasing. 9 passes, 9 hits. The kind of exchange playing out over this front daily, drone against drone, before either side even touches the ground. The night of July 13th, 15 more vessels hit in the Sea of Azov. 7 tankers, 5 dry cargo ships, 1 ferry, 2 tugboats. 8 days, 105 vessels total. Movement through the Kerch Strait has stopped. Unloading at Crimean ports reduced to a minimum. The Kuban-Crimea energy bridge, the main power link from mainland Russia to the peninsula, hit for the second time in 48 hours. 9 more substations taken out the same night. An S-400 launcher, a Tor air defense system, and 2 radar complexes, all gone. Ukraine's Magyar's birds running this every single night. The power is going out, the fuel isn't arriving, and the ships aren't getting through. The peninsula is being cut off from every direction, simultaneously, without pause. Ukraine's 123rd Territorial Defense Brigade landing an unmanned maritime vessel on the occupied Kinburn coast, carrying a machine gun-equipped ground robot. The first published operation of its kind, a UGV deployed behind Russian lines across the Black Sea. A Russian Fab 3000 strike against Ukrainian positions, one of the heaviest unguided bombs in Russia's arsenal. The target area shows no meaningful military presence. A show of force that hit nothing of value. What you just watched is happening every single day. Soldiers chased through forests, convoys cut off, positions collapsed from the inside. As of today, July 13th, day 1601 of this war, Russia's total combat losses have reached approximately 1,420,690 personnel, with 1,600 more in the last 24 hours alone. The number of Russian tankers near Kerch has dropped by 75% in a matter of days. Moscow came under drone attack overnight. An oil depot in Stavropol is burning. Ukraine struck 1,725 Russian targets today with drone forces. Russia keeps sending men and equipment forward. Ukraine keeps finding them, faster than Russia can replace them. Drop a comment. What does the next 100 days of this war look like?